Welcome to the Curtis Zone, where we talk all things action-packed children's programming. I'm your host, Dylan J. Curtis, and I thank you for hitting that like and subscribe button, as well as that notification bell for more content here on the Curtis Zone. Today, here on the Curtis Zone, I am counting down my top 10 fan-favorite anime fight scenes. Well, these are just my favorite anime fight scenes. I don't know about the rest of you guys. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy, and of course, remember to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to make a request, or you want to put your own top 10 on this list for this list, get in the comment section down below. I'll get back to you, okay? Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Kicking things off at number 10, it is Dimitri versus Pyron in Darkstalkers Revenge. This is an interesting fight because Dimitri is a vampire, and vampires have an aversion to sunlight, whereas Pyron, he is living solar energy, and he's going up against a vampire. I found this to be interesting, even though the fight took over 40% of a 42-minute episode. It was amazing to see, my friends. And the ending, it did just take place in one place. It took place all around the world, ending with Pyron smashing Dimitri into his own castle. That was pretty awesome. I loved it. You will love it. I recommend that all of you watch it. Number 9 on this list, it is Palkia versus Dialga in the film Pokemon Rise of Darkrai. This is amazing because it was space and time colliding against each other, which what made for a pretty awesome fight scene. And the two of them, this wasn't just a fight between the two of them, it was also a fight for survival for everyone around them. Because the more the two of them collide, the more the town that they were fighting in was dissolving. Which was impressive because it led to a series of events which would lead to a fight for survival, and it was pretty awesome to see. I don't know what anyone says, but Palkia vs. Dialga, that was like my favorite fight scene of the Diamond and Pearl movies. Coming in at number 8 on this list is Roronoa versus Mr. One in the Alabasta Saga of One Piece. The entire series was amazing, but the Alabasta Saga was my favorite due to the fact that it had the best fight scenes, especially with Roronoa when he went up against Mr. One. Mr. One is a living blade, whereas Roronoa just uses his legendary 3-blade technique. And this fight ended so greatly that I personally cannot wait to see how Netflix brings it out in live action. With swords clashing, blades slashing, and Roronoa getting so badly injured, I still cannot wait to see. My number 7 spot goes to Emperor Greymon and Magna Garurumon versus Cherubimon. This was the most amazing fight that I ever seen. Not only was it the premiere of their ultimate evolution, but it was also the most amazing fight that you will ever see in the Digimon Frontier Saga. Because the two of them were going up against Cherubimon, one of the celestial Digimons of the digital world, and they were going up against him with nothing more than their wits and their power. The two of them were doing so good, and it ended up with Cherubimon losing not only all of the Fractal that he had gathered for himself, but all of his own Fractal, which made him a person. And that was pretty awesome to see. I don't care what anybody says. Digimon Frontier is still the best. Coming in at number 6 is Hiei versus Shiryu the Blue Dragon. Not only did this fight display how fast and how good Hiei is with a sword, but it also displayed how ruthless he can be as well. How ruthless and honorable. You see, Hiei is the fastest character in the Yu Yu Hakusho franchise, but I personally love the fight between him and Shiryu the Blue Dragon because ice can slow down anyone with hyperspeed. He went and he was able to cut Shiryu the Blue Dragon 16 times while getting both his arm and his leg frozen. Who didn't think that was awesome? My number 5 spot goes to Merrick versus Yami Yugi in Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City Duels. I love the Battle City Duels because it introduced the dual discs, and I thought that Yugi's duel with Merrick was very interesting because it was not just his life on the line, but also all of his friends and family as well, and the entire series was cool as well, due to the fact that Yugi was going up against not only Merrick, but also some of his rare hunters as well. 2 Millennium items were on the line, and the whole thing was just epic. It took over 3 episodes for resolution, but it was epic, and I loved it. Everyone will love it. My number 4 spot goes to Drago versus Helios in Bakugan Battle Brawlers New Vestroia. It wasn't just one episode they fought in, and it wasn't back-to-back episodes as well. It was 3 different times that they fought over 3 different episodes spread throughout Bakugan New Vestroia. The first time they fought, Drago would see how ruthless Helios was when Helios said, "You're just as weak as that Tigrera I crushed." And this made Drago so angry that it activated the perfect core of New Vestroia. The second time they clashed, Helios would become Cyborg Helios, and this would lead to Drago becoming Maxis Dragonoid. The third time they clashed, it wasn't just Drago and Helios fighting, but it was also Dan and Spectra fighting. This led to an epic battle between both them and their masters, which resulted in nothing happening, but at the same time, it was so amazing, which made for an epic season of Bakugan Battle Brawlers. My number 3 spot goes to Kazuma versus Ryuho in the series S-Cry Ed. People can say whatever they want, but S-Cry Ed had the most epic fight scenes ever, including the fight scene between Ryuho and Kazuma. The battle took place for over a couple of episodes throughout the entire series, not just one episode, but a series of episodes. In fact, the battle between the two of them, which lasted an entire episode, in episode 15, it led to the two of them teaming up to go up against a worse enemy. But the battles before that between the two of them were even better. I don't care what anybody says. The runner-up spot goes to Yusuke versus Toguro in Yu Yu Hakusho. This is not just a fight for Yusuke's survival, but this is also a fight to avenge his master Genkai, because in an earlier episode, Toguro had killed Genkai. The whole fight scene took place over 3 episodes with Toguro going full 100% of his power against Yusuke Urameshi, and Yusuke Urameshi going full 100% on his spirit gun. This was epic, my friends. Who doesn't think that this was cool? My number 1 favorite fight scene in anime is Gohan versus Cell. When Gohan went Super Saiyan, it was the best moment in Dragon Ball Z history, because everyone refers to him as Teen Gohan when really he's pre-Teen Gohan. But his battle with Cell was so epic because it was not just him fighting against Cell, it was also the entire Z fighters, with Gohan and Cell doing series of Kamehameha waves and the Z fighters going up against him as well. But the best part about this fight scene was the father-son Kamehameha wave, when Gohan and his ghost father would do an amazing Kamehameha wave blast against Cell, finally destroying him. That was awesome. Now, everybody, I do have a lot of honorable mentions, but I'm not going to mention those due to the fact that it would take too long. So let's just go straight to the news part of the segment, or should we? Numbers 11 through 14 are as followed. My honorable mentions, if you will. Number 11, it is Goku versus Frieza. Number 12, it is Vegeta versus Android 19. Number 13, it is Brave and Wolf versus Vilius, Tenkai Titan mode. And finally, number 14, it is Aang versus Firelord Ozai. As far as news goes, here is some news from the world of Marvel. It has been announced that Marvel will be doing even more casting for X-Men, casting more characters. They are still looking to cast their Wolverine, their Gambit, their Nightcrawler, and of course Beast. But this is just all rumors. Nothing is set in stone yet. As far as news for the world of DC, it has been announced that DC Comics will be We'll be redoing all new stories with a new set of comic books and new origins and new characters. I really hope that they have considered my character Energizer for the Green Lantern comic books. That's just me talking though. I don't know if you guys have submitted anything, but I really hope that. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Curtis Zone, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that this is just my list. If you have your own list, just get in the comment section down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to make a request for any episode period, I'm always here and looking for new episodes to give you guys, and I will be waiting for those requests. So get in the comment section and tell me your requests. Tell me what you want to see. I hope to see you guys very soon. Peace.